The three things that you should keep in mind as we go through and explore the biomedical aspects of acupuncture treatment is that it initiates the self-healing response. There's no use of a foreign substance. We're simply signaling your body to heal itself. So everybody has the capability to heal. Of course, there are situations, such as emergency situations, where we require pharmaceuticals, surgery, more invasive treatments are appropriate at times, most definitely. But we cannot neglect our innate ability to heal ourselves. And acupuncture is a healing modality that works with that innate ability. The second point is that the mechanism itself. See, this lecture is going to be on the biomedical understanding, there's two understandings of acupuncture. There's biomedical understanding, and then there's the classical understanding with the meridians, such as this doll over here. You see there's various meridians, and points have been determined to have certain effects in certain physiological functions, or certain areas, certain points that are distal to an affected, injured area has an effect through a connection, through a channel pathway. And that's been determined through 5,000 years of acupuncture utilization, beginning in ancient China, and we're going to talk about that as well. But the biomedical understanding is going to be, when I say biomedical, I mean explaining acupuncture in the context of the fundamental biological sciences that are applied clinically, such as microbiology, anatomy and physiology. That's the context of this talk, because we're all educated in the Western world, and it's a context that we are familiar with, and this is scientific information that was not available to the founders of the healing art. They had to devise this intricate system through trial and error, through intuition, through empirical experience. And if they had access to the science, I think they would really appreciate it. They would. So the misnomer is, a lot of people think acupuncture is alternative medicine, where I like to think that it's a complementary medicine, that we don't disregard the classical theories, and we use the scientific findings that are available to us now to shed more light to the classical perspective. So that's point number two, is that we're going to talk about the biomedical understanding. And when I go into the finer details of the mechanism, it all boils down to this. There's an ascending mechanism from point to brain, and then a descending mechanism from brain to either point or to associated organ system or distal location affected area. So just remember, ascending, descending, because as I was preparing this lecture, there's just so much information in regards to the nervous system that it's so easy to get lost, and I had to really filter what was really what's the foundational, what are the fundamental points, and that's what I'm going to focus on today. So, first point, self-healing mechanism. The second point, ascending, descending mechanisms, right? And the third is acupuncture therapy works through interfacing with the nervous system. This is not to say that we are actually puncturing nerves. That is not what we're doing. We're stimulating skin, stimulating soft tissue, superficial soft tissue beneath the skin, that are innervated by sensory nerves. There's no damage to nerves whatsoever. It's just simple stimulation, signals that go through the sensory nerves, and then the vast network of the nervous system, and makes its way eventually to the central nervous system, which is spinal cord and brain. So we're going to talk about that. So, is everybody following me?
May I just ask you one question? Do you feel, I don't know whether you can say, but are there people that are better at giving acupuncture than others?
Yes, of
for the-
course.
you know,
Like every
for the
healing art,
individual.
yeah, like every healing art, there are practitioners that have more skill, more experience. There's two primary aspects to an effective acupuncture treatment. One is your point prescription, which points are most appropriate for this individual at this given time.
Mhm.
The second is your ability to locate that point at the most precise level as possible. And third is your execution of the treatment. So yes, that is a factor in the efficacy, and we're going to go over that as well.